Chapter 35 Summaries and Useful Bits. In this section you will find lab profile patterns, summaries, and distribution figures that you can include in reports. You give people an influencing language summary to help you plan what to say or write research abstracts and other references, resources, tools, learning programs for mastery, etc. Lab profile worksheets to use when profiling people. I hope you have as much fun as I have using words that change minds. Chapter 36. Lab profile pattern summary. Motivation patterns. How a person triggers their interest and, conversely, what will demotivate them. Each pattern is described below in its extreme form. Level: does the person take the initiative or wait for others? Proactive: acts with little or no consideration. Motivated by doing. Reactive: motivated to wait, analyze, consider, and react. Criteria: these words are a person's labels for goodness, rightness, and appropriateness in a given context. They incite a positive physical and emotional reaction. Direction: is a person's motivational energy centered on goals or problems to be dealt with or avoided. Toward: they are motivated to achieve or attain goals. They may have trouble recognizing problem. They are good at managing priorities. Away from: they focus on what may be and is going wrong. They are motivated to solve problems and have trouble keeping focused on goals. Source: does the person stay motivated by judgments from external sources or by using their own internal standards? Internal: they decide based on their own internal standards. They like to evaluate outside information by judging it against their own standards. External: they need outside feedback to know how well they are doing. They are motivated by impact, feedback, and results. Reason: does the person continually look for alternatives or prefer to follow established procedures? Options: they are compelled to develop and create procedures and systems and like to bend or break rules. They may have difficulty following set procedures. Procedures: they prefer to follow the right step-by-step process and once started are motivated to complete. They may get stuck when they have no procedure to follow. Decision factors: how does a person react to change and what frequency of change do they need? Sameness: they are motivated when things stay the same. They will provoke change about every 15 to 25 years. Sameness with exception: they prefer situations to evolve slowly over time. They want major change every 5 to 7 years. Difference: they want change to be constant and drastic. Major change every 1 to 2 years. Difference and sameness with exception: they like both evolution and revolution. Major change averages every 3 years. Productivity patterns: how people treat information, the type of tasks, the environment they need to be most productive, how they go about making decisions. Scope: how large a picture is the person able to work with? Specific: details and sequences. They tend not to see the overview. General: overview, big picture. Can handle details for short periods. Attention direction: does the person pay attention to the nonverbal behavior of others or attend to their own internal experience? Self: attends to own experience. Doesn't notice others' behavior or voice tone. Other: has automatic reflex responses to nonverbal behavior. Stress response: how does a person react to the normal stresses of a given context? Feeling: emotional responses to normal levels of stress. Stays in feelings: not suited for high-stress work. Choice: can move in and out of feelings voluntarily. Good at empathy. Thinking: does not go into feelings at normal levels of stress. Less apt to establish rapport or show empathy. Style: what kind of human environment allows the person to be most productive? Independent, alone with sole responsibility. Proximity: in control of own territory with others around. Cooperative: together with others in a team, sharing responsibility. Organization: does the person concentrate more on people, thoughts, feelings, and experiences or on tasks, ideas, systems, or tools? Person: centered on people, relationships, feelings, experiences, and thoughts. They become the task. Thing: centered on tasks, systems, ideas, tools. Getting the job done is the most important thing. Rule structure: does a person have rules for themselves and others? My rules for me. My rules for you. Able to tell others what they expect. My rules for me. I don't care about you. My don't know rules for me. My rules for you. Typical middle management pattern. My rules for me. Your rules for you. Can see both perspectives but hesitant to tell others what to do. Convincer channel: what type of information does a person need to start the process of getting convinced about something? See evidence. Hear, oral presentation or hear something. Read a report. Do something. Convincer mode: what has to happen to the information or evidence previously gathered to make a person become convinced of something? Number of examples: they need to have the data a certain number of times to be convinced. Automatic: they take a small amount of information and get convinced immediately based on what they extrapolate. they hardly ever change their minds. Consistent, they are never completely convinced. Every day is a new day and they need to get reconvinced. Period of time, they need to gather information for a certain duration before their conviction is triggered.